1-0 on opening day, Graham. That's all right, isn't it?
Take the win, clean sheet. I think the opposition tried to run through us again, a bit like Wolves, but we had a bit more control. But I don't think we scared anybody, did we?
No, at the end of the day, we got the win. We had chances that could have made the game a lot easier, made it look a bit more impressive, and maybe we would have played a bit calmer if we took our chances, especially in the first half. Like Bruno, Mount could have scored. Second half, again, like we've got chances there, haven't we? It's just not clinical enough is a bit of a problem right now, isn't it, for us?
Yeah, apparently our XG was over 2, so I believe. So
I take it.
Well, I thought it might be less. I do wonder. Maybe I'm used to seeing a Manchester United side that used to create chances for fun. Perhaps it's a bit too much of an expectation. But I mean, there are pluses today. We got over the line. I don't think fingers crossed, nobody's injured, and I don't think Brighton away is quite the scary thing that it used to be. Maybe I'm jumping ahead of the gun, but like you said, all 3 games, even Liverpool at home, you'd expect United to win them.
Yeah,
No excuses.
There isn't any excuses. We've got a big enough side there to get through these first few games of the season. Like when we play Brighton, transfer window's over before we play Liverpool.
Yeah.
So we'd expect business to be done before the Liverpool game. And really, with the way that we performed there tonight, I think not in complete control, but good periods of control in the game, I would say, especially after a poor start.
Well, I was chatting with the lads about Mason Mount, and you can see what he brings to the game. And I think with him and Bruno, and even Marcus Rashford, the press was a lot better tonight. I think when teams actually break through that press, we still have issues. I think Casemiro's first 20 minutes scared the living daylights out of me.
Did everyone, mate?
No, seriously. I thought, this can't go on. And then I think on 27 minutes, he pulls out that filthy ball for Bruno Fernandes, and you think, God, that's the ball of the night.
Yeah.
And he sort of settled down. I
know exactly where you're at with that, because Casemiro's hard to describe right now. I don't know where or what his actual job is. He's 6, 8, 10. Like I said, 5 shots in the first half he had. And he's supposed to be our 6 and holding midfielder, but hey, past that, look, shot conversion for us wasn't great, but we didn't concede many shots from Fulham. We was in control defensively. On the right hand side, Mazraoui was excellent, I thought, as well.
Yeah.
Game time for Matthias de Ligt. Martinez getting more minutes in the legs, which he's going to need. And then looking ahead to Brighton, I feel like we've got the basis there of a decent defence, which I think can control the ball a bit better and deal with a press.
Yeah, I really like the look of Mazraoui. It's the first game. You could tell that he was done on 70 minutes, and Eric was screaming at the officials to get him and Maguire off. It's very, very difficult. And I wanted to put this question to you: what is the point of pre-season? Because I'm struggling to see what benefits it is for senior players who were diverted away from the primary purpose of pre-season. When are we going to actually marry the commercial side with the need to actually get players fit? Because I'm struggling to see what benefits there were going to America again. There's none, mate.
There isn't any apart from money making. We've seen how poor City were, and they've been in America. We've seen Chelsea do the same. We'll see how them 2 teams cope this weekend when they have their opening days to the season. But I guarantee City won't be in full flow. This is just what football is about now. And we've seen it start this way with Ten Hag every single season, haven't we? It's been slow and lethargic, and it's ended up costing us.
Yeah, and particularly, and the pressure on him to win in the first season made him overplay players. And I think that had an impact at the start of last season. I mean, the great thing about this season is we do have, barring catastrophe like happened to Rasmus and Lenny Yoro, we'll have players actually fit and we'll have alternatives. And it was nice to see actually Mason Mount, now get 3 or 4 games in a row.
Well, there's a player there that did benefit from pre-season, you could say as well.
Well, we've got. I don't want to turn this into a wider topic because this is a game review, but it will be interesting to see next summer when technically there's no tournaments. When you can go on tour and you can take your senior players with you, what difference that will make. But it's getting to a point where players are being overplayed and they're not being helped to reacclimatise to kick on again.
That's it. Finish on a positive note though, Graham. Debut, Xerxes. Last ditch winner in front of the Stretford end under the floodlights, opening day of the season. Can you see him pushing a case for a start in the next game?
I think there are elements to him which are going to make him a real fan's favourite, because some of the I can see where the Berbatov and the Zlatan links are, because some of his touches are just ridiculous. I mean, he's silky and he's just naturally gifted. He does look a bit languid, and I worry about whether he'll get to the pace of the games. But I mean, that was a great finish. It really was. And I actually, it was weird. I actually thought there was a goal in us, although when you get to the 80th minute, you start wondering.
But it went in. 3 points, Graham. Happy days. Cheers for coming and talking to us.
Been a long one.